Hello everybody and welcome back to Steve's Gear. And today we're going to take a look at some more rechargeable battery options. Now, I featured a couple different kinds of rechargeable batteries here in the past, and this company, SCIGOLD, I believe that's how you pronounce it, reached out to me and asked if I wanted to take a look at these. And I said, yeah, I'd love to. Rechargeable batteries, I think are, for me, at least kind of the way that I go. I have very little regular alkaline batteries anymore. Pretty much I've converted everything to rechargeable. And so I was happy to take a look at these. And they do have some stuff that I haven't seen before, so I was excited for that. Now they sent me out the charger. Now this is the CW404 charger here. It's kind of a pretty reflective box, so hopefully it shows up pretty good on camera. I don't know if you're going to be able to pause and read that or not, but this does have a 24-month limited warranty on it. And then it does have some independent charging, dual technology. It has some pretty cool functions. So we'll go over a few of those here in just a minute. This is what the actual charger looks like. As you can see, it holds 4 batteries. It does have a few selector switches for a couple of the different options. It is powered by a USB-C port, and it does have a few little vents here on the back to prevent overheating. So pretty cool. Now they sent me out 2 different types of batteries. Now this first ones, which is I call them the green label, these are your nickel metal hydride batteries. These are your 1.2 volt standard rechargeable batteries. These are like most of the other batteries that I have. And now I am not a battery expert. I don't want to claim like I'm a battery expert. There's probably a lot of people that know a lot more than I do. I'm your basic guy. I put them in the charger, I charge them up, I use them. So I don't do too many extra things with them. But they do have something pretty cool, is they sent me out a box of these, which are the Nickel Zinc rechargeable batteries. Now these ones come in at 1.6 volts, so they got a little bit of extra oomph. Now both of these batteries share some of the same qualities. They're able to be fast charged, they're able to be discharged slowly. They have over 1,000 charging cycles on them, it says they're good for. So you are going to get quite a bit of use out of these. Now, as you can see, they do come in a 4-pack. I do have one missing out of here. I'm actually testing one of these Nickel Zinc ones in a flashlight right now, and it's been doing really well. I've got a lot of life out of that flashlight so far. I'm just kind of using it around the house, so I don't expect it to drain too fast, but so far it's been good results. So I do have that battery in another flashlight. Now, taking a look here at the charger, you do get your instruction manual with it as well. And I had to kind of read it. It's got a few things in here that are pretty good. A few different options that you can go over, and we'll go over some of it here in the video. Now, I'm going to try to demonstrate this using a power bank. It's not ideal, but I believe it will work here for a few minutes. So we'll plug this in. Hopefully it'll kind of show a little bit here on camera. But as you can see, it's not very much lit up here in the backlight. This is just when you plug it in. Now, if we go ahead and stick a battery into this, now I did charge all these batteries in the past. I just kind of put them all back here in the pack just for kind of dramatic effects. I don't think they're really too dead. Now, if we go ahead and stick one in here. All right, now the screen's going to kind of light up, and you're actually going to see that battery. So it correlates which battery you have it in. You can watch it charging it up. Now, it's going to tell you that this is charging at what milliamp hour and at what voltage. And it's going to tell you that you're using nickel metal hydride batteries in here. Now, a couple options you have on this charger is if you take this middle button and you long hold it, you're going to be able to select which battery you want to apply the options to, or you can scroll over. As you can see, this little arm moves to each battery, or you can actually select all of them at the same time. But since I only have one of them installed, we'll go ahead and select that one. Now, we can actually modify this charging speed. So we can go all the way down to 200 milliamp hours if you want to do a slow charge on this, just to help try to extend the life a little bit on it. Or you can boost this all the way up to 1500 milliamp hours. So if you need to do a quick charge on these batteries, you have the option to do that. Now, I pretty much leave it right at the default, which I believe it comes with 500 out of the box. I leave it on there just to help not stress the batteries so much. So I just leave it on the 500 and it's good to go. You hold that down and it goes right back to your charging mode. Now, another option you have is if you hold this button down, you can actually, once you select your battery, you can go over to eco mode. So if you want to go to eco mode, you just select on that and it will charge at 200 milliamp hours. So kind of a slow charge on that. We'll go ahead and change the mode again, select your battery. And then the last option is actually going to be repair mode. So if you go ahead and select that, what it's going to do is it's going to discharge that battery. And then once it's discharged, it's going to slow charge it at 200 milliamp hours. So if you're having a battery that's giving a little bit of trouble, maybe it's having some problems, you can also kind of do a little bit of a repair on it here while discharging it and giving it a slow recharge. So pretty cool option. It's got, like I said, it's definitely got a few different options, than kind of your standard chargers like my other one. So I do like that this has a little bit more function to it. I think it's pretty cool. So it works out pretty good. And now I've never tried to mix the two in the charger. I'm not even sure if that's possible. For me, I just like to charge the nickel metal hydrate all at once, and then I charge the nickel zinc ones all at once. And if you put the nickel zinc ones in, it will actually say, it will select the nickel zinc section. So yeah, it's worked out pretty good. Like I said, these batteries have worked out really good for me. I haven't had any kind of problems. I haven't heavy used them. I'm actually going to be doing some camping coming up here next weekend. And I do use one of these little Streamlight mini lanterns. I might do a video on this here in the past. I've had one of these for a long time, but this is just a AA small lantern. And I think I'm going to go ahead and test out these nickel zinc hydride batteries and see how well they work. And I was thinking maybe I could bring each one, and maybe I would test both of them and see which one works the best, or if there's really a difference in the amount of length I get out of the usage of it. If a noticeable difference, I'm not very good at timing things and things like that, but I might be able to notice a small difference. We'll see if I can or cannot. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Like I said, just kind of a quick video. This is just an option for you. If you're in the market for some rechargeable batteries, I'll leave the website link down below. I'm not affiliated with him. I don't get any money from him if you buy or anything like that. It's just an option for you guys. So if you're in the market for some new rechargeable batteries, you might want to check these guys out. That's all I got for you guys today, and I'll talk to you later.